Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, this is the National Football League. We'll see Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Play action. Now Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down and 6. To throw, Williams. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Jackson going to run.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
But it's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Third and 4. Throwing is Williams.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Now Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he puts it through. It's a 10-8 game now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
To the air, Williams. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
To the air once more, Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down and 1.
Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half.
They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Second and a couple. On second down, here's Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the man from USC, Caleb Williams, who put on a solid performance. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the feet. Allen hit. He lost the football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On play action, here's Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
On the option to give to Swift here.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Williams. Now he's forced out left.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Jackson, options out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Jackson going to run.
And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Jackson on first down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Off the option, here's Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he gets it to go to cut the deficit now to 2, 17-15. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing on 2nd down is Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and throw with Williams. That is caught.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On first down, here's Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. To throw, Williams. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this is caught. He hits more.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen, the man in motion left.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Swift is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here's Williams.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
Well, and a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
and they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Jackson running again.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Fourth quarter, down to the 5. final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he is going to get in, but there is a flag down, and this is in the area of holding. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Jackson to throw. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So now the Bears down by 1. 1:06 to play. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Second and 6 coming up. Once again, it's Swift.
Breaks a tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.